for even the river to carry. In her dazzling traditional attire, with beads adorning her dark, radiant skin, she looked like royalty. Yet behind her captivating smile was a soul in torment, desperate for peace. Tari was the pride of her Ijaw community, known for her beauty and grace. Men from all walks of life, oil workers, merchants, even the chiefs, had vied for her affection, but she remained distant. What the world didn't see was the relentless fire within her, a mysterious and unrelenting restlessness that had haunted her since she was 16. No one could understand why she couldn't settle down, not even her closest friends, Ijaw and Amina, the only two she dared confide in. One fateful evening, as she sat at a waterfront eatery, her fingers tracing patterns on the table, a voice broke through her thoughts. "Is this seat taken?" She looked up to see Tamuno, a young engineer with kind eyes and a voice as steady as the tide. Something about him stilled the chaos in her heart. Against her better judgment, she let him sit. Weeks turned into months, and their connection deepened. For the first time, Tara dared to believe she could escape her torment. She allowed herself to hope. When Tamuno proposed to her under the moonlit sky, she said yes, her voice trembling with a mixture of fear and longing. But not everyone was happy for Tari. Ijaw, her lifelong friend, harbored a secret jealousy. While Ijaw had always been by Tari's side, she had also lived in her shadow, and her feelings for Tamuno, unspoken and ignored, began to fester into bitterness. Tari's happiness felt like a taunt, and Ijaw's envy grew into a dangerous resolve. The wedding day arrived in grand style, the hall adorned with lights that reflected the shimmering waters of the Bonny River. Family and friends gathered, their laughter and music filling the air. Tari, resplendent in her ivory and gold attire, walked down the aisle with her heart pounding, not just from excitement, but from the lingering fear of her past. Just as Tari and Tamuno were about to exchange vows, the celebration took a dark turn. The large screen behind them flickered to life, and a video began to play. Gasps filled the room as footage of Tari with various men appeared on the screen. The whispers turned into murmurs of shock and judgment. Tamuno's face froze in disbelief, his bright eyes dimming as the weight of betrayal washed over him. Tara stood motionless, her vision blurring with tears. She wanted to scream, to explain, but her voice was trapped in her throat. Tamuno turned and walked out of the hall without a word, leaving Tari to crumble under the weight of her shame. In the days that followed, Port Harcourt buzzed with gossip. Tari retreated into the shadows, her once radiant spirit dimmed. But Tamuno, despite his heartbreak, couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to Tari's story. A letter from a Lagos-based specialist confirmed his suspicions. Tari's condition was a rare and misunderstood medical issue, one that required compassion, not condemnation. Tamuno reached out to her, his voice steady but filled with emotion. "I want to help you, Tari," he said. "If you'll let me." Tari wept as she confessed everything, her voice trembling with both shame and relief. Together, they sought therapy, determined to face the future with honesty and strength. As for Ijaw, her guilt became unbearable. The weight of her betrayal pressed heavily on her, and she eventually confessed to Amina. With her friend's support, Ijaw began her own journey of healing, understanding that her jealousy was a reflection of her own insecurities, not Tari's worth. Tari and Tamuno's story became a legend in their community, a tale of redemption, forgiveness, and the power of love. The Bonny River, ever flowing, carried their lessons to the shores, reminding all who listened that even the deepest scars could heal with understanding and courage. Moral lesson: not all friends care about what you are passing through. Some are happy that you are facing rejection. Watch out for fake friends and be wary of them. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe for more interesting stories. See you in my next video.